I'm feeling something.
Welcome to the Fresh Mint Podcast, where we are closing the generation gap one conversation at a time. I am Kev Mintz, and my partner on mic number 2 is
Josh Mintz.
Thank you for tuning in. This is an entertaining old school, new school debate.
Again, we welcome you to the Lion's Den. This is episode
7.
We want to get started right away in this episode. We're going to do a draft episode. It was a pretty intriguing draft. Not a lot of star power necessarily, but there's some guys that can really be interesting players during the season and over careers. But I don't know that there was a LeBron or a Kobe or a KG or a KD in this bunch, but we got some guys that should have some decent careers in this draft. So we're going to do a wrap on the draft of 2022 held at the Barclays, and Josh Mintz is here with some primetime notes on
what's going on, everybody.
What happened with that top 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a little stuff going on the top 3 picks.
For the top 3, there was not necessarily a bona fide number 1. Those 3 were interchangeable for quite a while in the mock drafts, and the prognosticators were interchanging them, every couple of hours actually. And
because I saw a tweet from Adrian Wojnarowski on ESPN saying that Jabari Parker was going to the Magic,
right.
Chet Holmgren was going to the Thunder, and Paolo going to the Rockets.
Set in stone.
That's it was set in stone. And then those 2 picks, the first and third pick, switched, of Paolo going to the Magic and Jabari Smith going to the Rockets. So,
there was a lot of things that were happening behind the scenes.
Right.
Some of the guys were getting their information twisted. Different outlets were, making not just predictions, but they were basically saying these things were going to happen, and they got inside information that certain players were going to end up in some teams' draft board, and they ended up changing everything around. So Paolo went number 1 out of Duke to the Orlando Magic. I think he's a solid player. I think Paolo is he's got good size. He's pretty decent in strength, but he has a pro body, and he's a decent player. I think that a lot of one and dones don't get a chance to really show what they can do to their development and so forth, and they really are looking to show their potential once they get to the league. So
after that one good year in college, they're confident,
right,
of their skill set of now I can do this in the league.
Right,
but the league is tough.
But I think Paolo has had an opportunity to play with some guys behind the scenes and private workouts and whatnot. So I think that he has the ability to as long as he continues to work, as anyone else, he puts in the work. Paolo's going to be in a good position with Orlando. They have a lot of good young players right now. It's all about developing their talents and, getting the right system for these guys, Um, I see a lot of promise, down in Orlando with Suggs there and
Cole Anthony,
Cole.
RJ Hampton.
Right.
You got the Wagner brothers.
Yeah, the Wagner brothers are there. And the young man who
Mo Bamba.
not Mo, Florida State, he hurt his knee he was out for the season.
Oh, Jonathan Isaac.
He comes back healthy.
And you still got Markelle Fultz.
And they got Markelle who developed his game after leaving Philly. So
but I did heard the Magic are trying to move Mo Bamba.
They're trying to move Mo. Okay. Yeah. Well, that could bring in someone else that could help them as well.
Yeah.
So well, we'll see what happens. They have a lot of talent, so they could package a couple of guys and get something good for them.
Yeah, I think the key guys they have there, I don't think they're gonna do nothing crazy with them, like trading them, anything. They're gonna keep those key guys together.
Right. I mean, they have a beautiful potential to be a challenging team. In the lower part of the top 10 in the East.
I think they're gonna. As of right now, I think they'll probably be in the play-in spot, like the 8 or 9 or 10 spot. I don't think they're gonna go 7.
Right.
But they can definitely have a chance to do well in the play-in and make the playoffs.
I mean, they've had some pretty competitive games against some of the better teams.
They play hard.
They play hard. And it's all about the learning, at that point when you have guys in their first and second year. You're still trying to feel your way around. You still have to get used to the guys that you're on the floor with. So, I mean, after they develop, I think they'll be the type of team that can, they're in that Cavaliers range,
Right.
They're a team like that, another young team that has a lot of punch with them.
Yeah, Cavs almost beat the Nets in the play, man. They got a lot of young players.
Yeah, and that Cav core is going to be deep. So now they got Paolo coming in now, and that's going to
There's a lot of young teams that have a bright future, man.
Right.
You talk about the Magic. You got OKC.
Right now, Chet going to OKC. That 7-footer.
I'm liking the OKC team.
With Shea,
oh my god,
there's a lot of guys we can name on that team that are that's a young team, and they are up and coming as well.
And I think the Detroit Pistons too.
Right.
So, it's bright, for these young teams that don't have experience of winning games and getting to the playoffs.
Right.
I think as they keep developing their game and playing, getting better as a team, they're gonna be there.
Right. And they have young coaches with these teams, and so everybody's growing together. So, Jabari Smith out of Auburn, about 6'10", can shoot smooth player, plays defense, moves his feet well. He can shoot the 3. He can go inside. He has all the tools. I think he's got a full package. He can rebound, block shots, and he passes well. Right. So I mean,
him going to Houston is a pretty good.
I hope that works out for him. I was really looking for him to be that number 1 pick because I thought he was more NBA ready than Paolo. I mean, but Paolo's a decent pick. I have we said it was going to be 1, 2, or the 3. But I thought Jabari was the more NBA ready between him and Paolo.
I think Jabari fits better with Orlando.
Yeah.
With his package and his skills and his height, I think he fits that system with the Magic. It fits his game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
I thought he would be good in that system as well. But I mean, Houston, they're more of a wild card.
yeah,
I still don't know, and I don't think they know who's going to play point, who's going to be the guy to, take that responsibility of running that team and, getting the guys all on the same page. I think they have to find a stronger presence, on their team. If John Wall was going to play, that'd be something different. I think you kind of have a person that is inclined to run the system.
right.
But I don't think they have that, in the young guys they have in the backcourt right now. I could be wrong. We'll see, going into a new season in the fall, what's going to happen. They've got some young guys there, but I don't see them, as lead dogs. So we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. So as we move down in the draft, Keegan Murray went number 4 to the Kings.
Mm-hmm.
The Kings, who had been salivating over Jaden Ivey, who eventually was taken in number 5. But Keegan Murray out of Iowa went to Sacramento Kings, and I think he's a decent player as well. Like I said, I didn't really think that there was any superstars in this draft, but I think Keegan is a good player. I think, Sacramento is an anomaly,
Yeah, and they haven't been in the playoffs in 16 years now.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to, forecast how things are going to work for you in Sacramento. They're again trying to put together a new program. I think it's Mike Brown's coming in.
Mike Brown, the former assistant coach of the defending champs, Golden State Warriors,
and he was also a coach for the
Cleveland Cavaliers.
Did he ever get the Laker job or no? He was
no, I think he was assistant
coach there for a while. Probably did a little interim a position at one point.
I think when Byron Scott was there,
and I think he took over for him or took over for
Luke Walton.
I'm not sure which
one of those,
but it might have been a short stint. But
I mean,
he was the Cavaliers coach when he had Braun, and so now Mike Brown is going to the Kings. He's got a new player coming in.
I mean, I think he could help the Kings, because the system he came from,
right,
Golden State, he probably bring a little bit of stuff with him,
right.
Just like when I said, it kind of reminds me of what Willie Green did his first head coach with the Pelicans,
right.
He brought some
leaving
stuff,
the Suns and then
leaving the Suns, So I think Mike Brown's gonna do the same thing as well. But the one thing about Sacramento is they play hard, but they're inconsistent.
Right.
It's like they win a game, and then they lose like 3 in a row.
Right.
They win 2 in a row. Next, they lose 5 in a row. So it's like it's not consistent, and that's the thing about the NBA with your team. You have to be consistent,
right?
And all those years they haven't made the playoffs, they haven't been consistent,
right?
So something has to change, and hopefully this year it can change.
You get a new program in, and
right.
We'll see what happens. They've made a few changes.
They got pretty good players on the team. You got De'Aaron Fox. You got last year's draft pick Davion Mitchell out of Baylor.
Right. Good defender. Good speed. A lot of speed in that backcourt, right. With him and the Fox. So
you got veteran Harrison Barnes.
Right. He's reliable.
Right.
He is reliable.
They got guys. They just have to be consistent.
They moved Halliburton And
Right.
what
To
did
the
they
Pacers.
Get? And he went to the Pacers.
They got Sabonis.
They got
Sabonis is there.
Right, they have Sabonis for him, and now you bring in a young guy named Murray, Keegan Murray, and we'll see. We'll see what they can do.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not just put them out to the pasture already. Season is a long way off. They were competitive in the Western Conference. They did. They played hard every time they played the Lakers. So but that's not really saying a lot.
That's just one team. They
have to be more consistent along the way. So that was at 4, and then number 5 was Jaden Ivey, and Jaden
he went to the.
He ended up in Detroit after shunning the Kings, and Jaden has a great story. Great story. He ends up with Detroit Pistons.
It's dope because his grandfather played for the Detroit Lions. His mom played for the Detroit Shock in the WNBA, and his father grew up in Detroit, and he played on I think it was a day school team in Detroit.
Okay,
so that's pretty dope.
Right. So he has a lot of roots there.
That's his second home outside of Indiana.
Right.
Detroit's his second home. So
dad and granddad were both in the NFL.
Right.
His father played for the Ravens and the 49ers. His granddad played for the Detroit Lions.
Oh, his dad played for the Ravens?
Yeah, and the 49ers.
The 49ers, okay.
Yeah, Javin Hunter. Nell Ivey, she is the head coach at Notre Dame, and she used to keep him on her hip, and he learned a lot from her and from the players that she was developing. He also got a chance to work on his game while watching them practice and so forth. So that's where the basketball part comes in.
And she used to be the assistant coach for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Right. And then so there's a connection to Ja Morant and to the guys in Memphis.
I can see a little something in Jaden Ivey. He might got a little something from Ja too.
He's got that Ja swagger already. You saw what he was doing in the Big Ten. He had a great career at Purdue.
Killed it.
Yeah. So he was first team Big Ten. I believe he was second team All American, and he played a very strong game for them, and then got into the tournament, and things went well. And then they didn't. Down the stretch of that game, they couldn't pull it out. But he's definitely a bona fide player.
Yeah, I mean, that was only his sophomore year.
Right.
So, for him to go out like that in his second year in college is crazy.
Right. And he's got a lot with him. He's got a lot of athleticism. He's got a lot of hops.
He can shoot the
three.
He
can shoot the ball well.
He could play defense too. He's an all around player. So I think him and Cade in the backcourt is gonna be very tough. Along with the other draft pick, Jalen Duren.
Right. That they got from the Knicks.
Right. That situation with him of the trades and stuff was very confusing.
Right. The Knicks,
the Hornets drafted him.
Right.
And then he got traded to the Knicks, and then the Knicks traded him to the Pistons with Kemba Walker.
Right. They sent Kemba. They were trying to relieve themselves in the caps, get some cap space. But we'll get to the Knicks in a few minutes.
But Detroit
did very well in the draft.
They're up there. They're gonna get up there too, along with those other teams we talked about.
Right. They have some very good young talent. Cade did very well. He was in that top 5 in the rookies, amongst the rookies in all categories. He did a very good job. And so I think that Ivey's going to really, really put them on another level in that Midwest. So
yeah,
that's going to be good. That's going to be good out there. I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
I'm looking forward to these young teams,
Right.
pay attention a lot to these young teams.
Yeah.
With these young guys that they mature in the league.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to get to another interesting player in the draft, which is Benedict Mathurin.
Mm-hmm.
He went at number 6, and he was picked by the Indiana Pacers out of the University of Arizona. 6'6", 210, pro body. He can shoot the ball well. Again, another guy with some hops, athleticism, strong inside because, like I said, at 6'6", 210, he's carrying a pro body on him. So he's confident, and at Arizona, did well in the tournament.
Killed in the tournament.
Right. He really put himself on the map, and he came into the draft and put everybody on blast.
Yeah, man.
And I quote, "I don't think anybody is better than me. LeBron is going to have to show me he's better than me." Unquote. So,
wow. Wow.
That's what they call moxie back in the day. That's somebody who has what they also say kahunas. So
wow.
Benedict Mathurin putting them on blast.
Remember that name, folks. Benedict Mathurin with the Indiana Pacers. That Indiana Pacers Lakers game should be very fun to watch.
Right.
Because I know LeBron saw it. I know he saw that.
He saw it. He's not going to say anything about that because that's not going to phase him in the moment. In the moment, it won't phase him, but
right.
He'll be putting this rookie.
You know how LeBron is.
Right. He's gonna
be like, this young rookie saying this? Okay.
Right. Just wait till I see you.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's got a plan till they get hit.
I like the confidence,
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. And there's nothing wrong with that. They should all feel like
you're the best player in the league.
Best player, I mean, Chet said it when he was asked, and I
like the confidence.
You have to have it. You have to have it. But I wouldn't come out, saying, start out by saying, certain names. I would leave certain people alone until it was time.
I'm surprised he said LeBron. He put LeBron's name on blast.
Right.
Obviously, he's the best. People say he's the best player.
I like the kid. He's
talent. He's talent. I think he's going to do well with the Pacers as well,
And he's compared to T.J. Warren, who we haven't seen since the bubble. Mm-hmm. So that's his comparisons coming in. T.J. Warren was with the Pacers. He
dealt with injury.
He's still dealing with an injury, I guess.
But I think he should be fully healthy this upcoming season. Mm-hmm. I mean, in the bubble, he did his thing, killed it. And
but that says a lot for the bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, guys were killing it in the bubble.
Names that we'd never heard of. And
then all of a sudden, after the AAU tournament was over, we got back to, regular scheduled programming, and they disappeared. Yeah. So that says a lot about, what they did with the program of taking the NBA into the bubble,
But we'll see how T.J. Warren does when he comes back this upcoming season.
And I'm not saying that T.J. wasn't, balling before, but he was exceptional.
Yeah.
In the bubble.
Yeah, I mean, when he was with Phoenix, he
was balling out.
He was balling out. But what he did in the bubble was phenomenal. I mean,
that was outrageous.
The numbers when he put the numbers back-to-back 50-point games.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, that was outrageous.
A guy that's not even an all-star putting up numbers like this.
Right.
That tells you a lot. But I'm looking forward to him coming back this season, and hopefully he can put, like a slight 25 points a game.
Right.
In the league, and
tutor Mr. Mathurin, and help him get to that prominence as well.
Right.
So that would be good, Now the Pacers overall, since we're on it, they're probably looking to make some moves with some of their key players.
Yeah, I heard they try to move Malcolm Brogdon and Miles Turner.
Yeah, so we know the team could be changing its look,
or they might do a rebuild.
Right. So we don't know who's going to actually still be in tow, come the start of the 22-23 season. But it would be, I want to see Mathurin get out there and make his mark.
Yeah.
I want to jump down to number 10. I want to jump down to number 10 in the draft. It's a guy who came out of Wisconsin, Johnny Davis. I call him Taco Bell because he was already doing Taco Bell commercials before the draft even came up. So I guess that was the beginning of his NILs, and now he doesn't even need those anymore. So Johnny Davis, 6'5", 194, averaged close to 20 a game, two assists a game, shot 30.6 from 3-point range.
It's not bad.
42% from 2, 79.1 from the free throw line.
It's decent. How many points he averaged?
19.7. Let's say 20 points a game.
Okay.
6'5",
194?
Yeah, he's got a nice sized body. He's got a pro body. He reminds me of...
He reminds me a little bit of Devin Booker.
Right.
He can get in the post at that fade. Also reminds me of Jalen Suggs.
Right. That toughness.
The way that he gets the steals.
Right.
And goes.
Tough defender.
Right.
He's going to play defense. He was the Big Ten Player of the Year. So we're talking about guys that went ahead of him out of the Big Ten, like Jaden Ivey and Keegan Murray. Both went ahead of him, but he was the Big Ten Player of the Year. So it says a lot that he's still in the lottery.
Yeah.
But these teams were drafting on need, and Johnny Davis is a tough guy. So I like him a lot. He went to the Wizards at number 10.
Okay. He should do pretty good there.
Well, again, another team that has some good players. We still have Mr. Beal is there. Mr. Bradley Beal is still there. And
gotta find out what
they got some nice guys in the front court. Everybody is still young there, except Bradley is probably he's the vet. They have some young guys there that are still developing.
You got Porzingis
there now, right? The unicorn is there. I kind of I was leaning on comparing Chet to Porzingis more so than they're trying to say he's like a 7-foot KD, but I had him more on the lines with Porzingis with his game. But that's another story. But Porzingis is there. You got Beal there, so they've got some chips on the table. But let's see what they can do. With a nice defender and an offensive player like Johnny Davis, who's a good two-way guy.
Right.
So I wanted to bring him up, before we moved on to anything else. We have, guys we wanted to highlight from the draft. Unless there was somebody else, with Ty Washington. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I liked
out of Kentucky,
Kennedy Chandler. He ended up in Memphis.
That's his hometown.
Right. So I was really happy for him. I'm happy for Ty Washington out of Kentucky. He went 29 to the Rockets. Another guard. In that line of guys, like IQ from New York Knicks.
Yeah, he reminded me of him. And he went to Kentucky as well.
Right. Another Kentucky guy. So I'm saying these Kentucky guys, the one in Philly,
Tyrese Maxey,
and now Ty Washington. They're all in that same quick quick trigger guys that can move, they can scat, they can get down the lane, they can slash on you, and then they might hit you with a deep one, every once in a while. But these are some fast guys in that backcourt in Kentucky.
I mean,
so I like Ty.
One guy I really like, when they went to the Bucks, Marjon Buchkamp.
Oh, boot camp
From the G League Ignite. I'm very happy for him.
Okay.
The stuff he went through. Very, very happy for him. Happy the Bucks is giving him opportunity.
Okay.
And best of luck for him. So that's my favorite pick in the draft.
That's your pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coming from a JUCO,
Right.
and then finish his season in a JUCO, and then he said, "You know what? I want to go professional."
Mm-hmm.
So he stopped his last couple of years of JUCO and signed with the G League Ignite and did what he had to do. And when
Now he's moving on up.
So
Okay.
happy for him.
Okay, great, man. Great. All right. I'm going to take a hot minute. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And we have breaking news. The Colorado Avalanche have won their first Stanley Cup since 2001 in a 2-1 Game 6 closeout against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Wow, since 01.
Since 2001. That's
Congrats.
before you were born.
Yeah, man. 2 years before I was born. Congrats to the Colorado Avalanche. Congrats to the Tampa Bay Lightning on a good season.
Right.
They had a chance to win their third straight Stanley Cup.
Right.
And Colorado, took it from them. And it was a good series.
Yeah, they had a good season. Tampa had a good season, but Colorado, they came in strong. They came in ready. So we want to congratulate them. And so don't let it be said that we don't, look out for other sports and other topics. So I want to move on though, back to where we were at. We were in the draft.
Right.
And we had something going on very strange during the night with the Knickerbockers of New York. And, two of the Knicks' greatest fans, Stephen A. Smith and Spike Lee, were on their knees, in prayer, trying to, talk to the God of the Knicks, I guess, and figure out why they weren't making any draft picks or making any moves throughout the night.
Yeah, I mean, they try to get Jaden Ivey there.
Right.
That didn't work.
They were going to go by hook or by crook to get Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, there was a trade with Charlotte that brought Duran to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent Duran
with
Kemba Walker to the Detroit Pistons, fortifying them.
Right.
Right. And leaving them with nothing. Well, they got picks. So
we're going to get to that.
They got the picks, and I'm going to read their statement in a minute. But they did make one last gasp pick.
They picked Trevor Keels out of Duke.
Right.
He's 6'5", 221. He's from Clinton, Maryland.
Okay.
Went to St. Paul in Virginia.
All right.
He got ACC All-Freshman team.
Okay.
He averaged 11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He had a career high 25 points against Kentucky.
Okay.
He was named ACC Freshman of the Week.
Must have been that week.
Yeah, it must have been that week. And yeah, man, he has a decent size.
Yeah, he's got size. Sounds good. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
man.
It sounds like he's got some potential. That's not something the Knicks are fond of. They like to bring it in, but they don't necessarily hold on to the guys with potential.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being a guy who was a Knicks fan at one time, but I'm not gonna knock anyone's hustle. But I want to get to their statement from their president, Leon Rose, about what happened during the draft. And this is, I quote, "Last night we made 3 trades involving draft picks, which resulted in increased financial flexibility and additional draft capital moving forward. We now have a total of 22 picks, 11 in the first round and 11 in the second round over the next 7 years. We have the ability to be active in free agency as well as in the trade market. Our focus will remain to be strategic and thoughtful in our team building, doing it the right way while feeding off of a momentum from the end of last season and prioritizing our player development program. Thank you to the Knicks fans for your continued support. Leon Rose."
Wow.
Okay,
So the next 7 years.
7 years, a 7-year plan. 22 picks, 11 in the first round over 7 years, and 11 in the second round. So they can move some of those picks along with another player or two in the package and see what they can develop. Or they can stick to their guns and hold on to those picks and start drafting better.
Yeah.
They made some good draft picks over the last couple of years with Obi and IQ and Quentin Grimes and RJ Barrett. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I have...
And getting Quigley.
Right. I think that, lately with this new chief up there, Leon Rose and Worldwide West, they are doing a better job of with a thought process of putting something together that's going to work, in the long term. Now, they've had people up there before who had that quick twitch and, made moves that were, really questionable. So we're going to see. I mean, it looked kind of crazy on draft night because we didn't see anything happening. And then to get Duran, who's a talented player, and then move him as quickly as they did just to move Kemba out, I think there's probably another way to move Kemba without letting Duran go.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
That one might have been questionable in a sense.
I think him Duran going to the Knicks would have been a good, size of a big man,
Right.
along with Mitchell Robinson.
Right.
And they decided to move him
Right.
with Kemba. So that was very shocking. But
So now with that move, well, I think they really wanted to try to refortify their front court, the Detroit Pistons I'm talking about, by bringing in somebody like Duran, because they did move Jeremy Grant earlier in the week.
yes, they traded Jeremy Grant to Portland Trailblazers for a 2025 first round pick,
Right.
which is the pick going to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a pretty good trade
Right. For Portland.
for Portland.
Right.
Portland, that was a win trade for them.
Right.
Him and Dame and all the other guys on the team.
Right.
I think
I think
It's gonna be
Simons is
fun.
going to be good.
The development of
I think
Simons.
he's really ready to get out there and go full blast. If Nurkic can stay healthy,
Yes.
things can be looking up in Portland again. There can be a perennial top 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You know.
I wish CJ McCollum was still there with this
Oh
one.
yeah.
That would have been more fun. You know, Simon's coming off the bench. You know, CJ and Dame in the backcourt, and you got Jeremy Grant and Nurkic.
Right.
That would have been a fun. It's gonna be a fun team to watch too.
Yeah, with Dame going down, and CJ being moved, it gave Simons an opportunity to really flourish.
They gave him the green light.
They gave him the green light. He showed out. He did a great job during that period of time.
I mean,
and so with Dame coming back healthy, and you're bringing in a guy like Jeremy Grant who does everything around the rim.
I think his game got better too when he went to Detroit. He was the guy there.
Right.
He could have been an all-star.
He was close.
He was close to being an all-star. Yeah. He developed his game well. I think Detroit did a good job with that.
Right.
And him bringing his game to Portland is going to be fun. And, with Simons, shoot the three real well. He, shot a good shot creating player.
Right.
He also got some bounce, too.
He's got a lot of bounce.
You see,
dunk contest winner a year or so ago.
Yeah, man. So Simons can do everything. Sky's the limit for Portland.
Yeah, they can get back in it. I mean, the West is tough, but I think Portland is going to be one of those guys, one of those teams that will start to show again that they're back. They'll be back.
The West is stacked, with these tough teams. You even talk about the T-Wolves. They might come back and make a run the Clippers once they get Kawhi.
Clippers should be ready to go. Yeah. I mean, once Kawhi, PG get back into the mix with them, they drafted pretty decently again.
Yeah.
I believe their team they're gonna show up. They're gonna show up.
Yeah, man.
I know that Kawhi and PG should be very hungry.
Yeah, they're fully healthy. They're healthy. They're hungry. Even the other cats on the team, Reggie Jackson, Robert Covington, Norman Powell. I mean, they got guys, and don't be surprised if you see them in the finals.
Yeah, that's true. So, so that was a big trade going into the draft, with Jeremy Grant. We had a few free agent signings during, the day or so after the draft. A lot of guys who didn't get into the draft.
Right.
They start working on, getting into two ways in the summer league teams and all that, just to get an opportunity to start to showcase their stuff, around the league. So we had a few guys that were signed as free agents over the next couple of days. But I do want to mention one last kid that was in the draft, Ochai Agbaji. Agbaji.
Yeah.
Right. University of Kansas.
Good player.
Again, for another young team.
Oh, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
6'5", 215, pro body already. Well-rounded kid. Just wanted to highlight him quickly. And there's not a lot you can say. Cavs were right in the mix in the East.
They're gonna be right back there again.
I think they're gonna be a playoff team, this year. If Colin comes back, if Colin gets traded, Colin Sexton that is, if he comes back healthy, comes back and gets traded, they got to get a good return on that. So either way, I'd like for Colin to stay. and be in that backcourt. But you know, God bless him that he comes back healthy, and we'll see what happens. But they picked up this kid Agbaji from Kansas, and he's a really good player as well. So they are really going to be a tough team in the East.
They got a lot of veterans too.
Yeah.
Karis LeVert.
They're a long team.
Right. You know,
they're a long
them
team.
Twin Towers, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen.
Right.
And then you got a couple of shooters, and you add OJ Abachi.
And then you got still got K Love there.
Still got K Love. So that team's a problem.
Yeah.
That team's a problem.
Yep. So, okay, I just wanted to get to that, but let's go to those two ways and these free agent signings. We have Scottie Pippen Jr. signed a two-way with the Lakers, and Sharif O'Neal
signed with the Lakers Summer League team.
Right.
And then you got Johnny Juzang signing a two-way with the Jazz.
Right.
Out of UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got
my crew.
My pop's crew. Then you got Kofi Coburn. Sorry about that. Signing a two-way with the Jazz as well out of Illinois. So
by way of New York and Christ the King. So Kofi is coming from out of New York. He signs another two-way with the Jazz as well as Johnny Juzang. And that's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about as far as so far with the draft and some free agent signings.
Oh, we also have another one too. He's from Long Island. Shout out to Lester Quinones from University of Memphis. Signed a two-way with the Warriors.
Oh, okay.
He's from Brentwood.
Okay.
So shout out to him, represent Long Island as well.
Right.
Signing a two-way with the Golden State Warriors. Great shooter.
Right.
Really good shooter. So happy for him.
Yes, definitely.
So you got two New Yorkers, in the league. So
okay, so I wanted to mention something else. We had some history made a few weeks back when Darvin Ham signed with the Lakers as their new head coach, giving the NBA 15 African-American head coaches out of 30, meaning they made 50% of all the head coaches in the league. And now we have another flag to wave for Morgan Cato. I don't want to mispronounce, but I'll say Cato for now. Becomes the first woman of color to be hired by an NBA team as assistant general manager. The Phoenix Suns have named Ms. Cato as assistant general manager and vice president of basketball operations, making her the first woman of color to hold the assistant general manager title for an NBA team. So
that's good.
We want to give her a shout out.
Congrats
and congratulations. And
making the people of color very proud.
Yes.
And not just that, the woman of color, the woman.
Yes. The sisters. Yes, we appreciate that. And so we want to give her a shout out. And that was some heavy news. With a heavy heart. We found out this week that another player out of Purdue, a few years back, Caleb Swanigan, passed away. He was only 25 years old. Played for Portland Trailblazers and the Sacramento Kings. And there was no... they don't have anything, to report as to why. But we want to wish his family well, God's peace to them, and rest in peace to Caleb. 25 years old, he's gone too soon.
Yes.
So it's a fellow who worked hard to get, NBA ready. He was a little heavy in college.
But he lost a lot of weight.
He lost a lot of weight getting ready for that draft and coming in. And he was picked up by the Portland Trailblazers a few years ago. And now, sadly, he's going to his resting place. So you want to, pray for his family.
Yes.
And give them the blessings. So I think we are closing out now.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate you guys. Want to say thank you, and you have a good night. We want to thank you for coming to the Lion's Den and taking the time to listen to the episode.
Be a part of our old school versus new school debate.
Leave a comment on an old school topic.
Or a new school one. Or just your thoughts on the episode.
Peace, love, dove.
And blessings to everybody.
Yeah, so don't change with the weather.